Is the Katana version 2 going to be worth the fairly hefty price tag they put on it? Warning, this soundbar will not be worth it if you're not willing to modify the equalizer and other sound settings. So who is this product for, and who is it not for, and the best way to set it up to get the best results? I really thought that the first version of the Katana was great. I own 2 of them and I've had them as my primary listening devices on the computer for more than 5 years now. A couple of problems were that they were noticeably underpowered, which means you could tell they were good but something was missing, and you couldn't use them on Mac unless you did it via Bluetooth. The subwoofer would distort at slightly higher levels. Small, thin, and not very intuitive, nothing says cheap like the version 1 remote for the Katana. The remote control for the version 2 is a serious upgrade. There's a button for everything. Before we go any further, we should probably talk about who this soundbar is not for. So if you're on a Mac and you'd like to create several different sound profiles and then bring each one of them up with the touch of a button on the remote, this unit probably isn't for you. I've gone back and forth with their tech support, installing and uninstalling things, changing settings, doing this and that, and nothing seemed to work. I even went as far as to buy a completely new unit to no avail. So if you're the kind of person that can just set all of your settings once and be happy with that, then this unit is a good choice. Otherwise, if you're on a Mac, I would probably just steer clear of the Katana version 2 and other variants. The Katana version 2 is specifically aimed at PC gamers, although they also direct it towards people who like movies and music as well. So here's what these speakers sound like recorded through a microphone. That audio was recorded on the Rode VideoMic Pro. Not an accurate representation, but it gives you some idea of what to expect. After you plug in your soundbar to the computer, first thing you're going to want to do is update the software by going to settings. And it might be lit up here, and you just upgrade the firmware first and then check the application version to make sure there's not a newer one. And then what you're going to want to do after that is you're going to want to go to playback, and it's set for stereo. We want to change that to 5.1 surround. And then you're going to want to change this here to the 6-channel 24-bit 96 kilohertz. It's the best sound quality. So now I'm going to show you how to adjust the settings to get the best results according to the way your ear hears things. So you're going to go to devices, and you're going to want to turn everything off. Turn off the equalizer, go to the acoustic engine, turn everything off. Decoder, make sure it's on normal, that's the lowest setting, and then play some music in the background, and then see where your ear likes it. Then go back to acoustic engine. And I usually start from left to right, it doesn't matter, but do one at a time. And then you're going to want to turn on the equalizer, put everything all the way down, and then adjust one at a time to where it sounds good, and then move on to the next one. It doesn't matter what order you start in. I already have an equalizer here that I like, and these are my settings. And you can copy them if you like and see how they sound. In summary, while this unit will technically work with a Mac, if you do use it with your Mac, be prepared for a fairly substantial set of limitations. And as far as I'm aware, you can still use the remote for changing the RGB colors, switching inputs, and other settings. You just won't be able to change between preset profiles manually in the software or via the remote. So you will need to manually modify settings for one single profile preset. I personally believe this to be an easy fix, but Creative seems unwilling to further update the software for the unit. And it is an older unit now, having been released in 2022. Hope you enjoyed this video. Not an entirely full review, but I wanted to broadcast my personal experience. I may or may not leave an affiliate link in the description below. Have a great week. Until next time.